This fragrance right here is a straight up coffee shop experience. What's up guys, Hunter and welcome back to Fragrance Hunter. I hope you're all doing great. Today we are reviewing a fragrance from the house of Fragrance World, which I've just now been diving into this house, guys. They are sister companies to French Avenue, which is probably more popular. But man, oh man, if you want to smell like you're walking into a coffee shop in the morning, you have to check out Cafe and Cream because this one seriously blew me away and is exactly the type of fragrance I'm looking for right now heading into the fall season. This is fall in a bottle. Because I don't know about you guys, but I love my coffee fragrances for the colder weather. I also do want to shout out Fragrance World for sending Cafe and Cream over for review, but of course, I'm still gonna keep it honest with you. If I like it, I like it, and if I don't, I don't. You already know the drill. Now let's run down some information. So Cafe and Cream was just launched in 2025. It's one of the newest fragrances from the house of Fragrance World. They also came out with another fragrance alongside this one in a brown bottle. I'm forgetting exactly what it was called. But today is all about Cafe and Cream. So for the retail price on the only size I believe this comes in, which is the 100 ml, will run you around $40 give or take. And guys, I'll be honest with you, you're getting one heck of a coffee fragrance for that price tag, believe me. Concentration is also going to be in eau de parfum, so you're probably getting roughly around 20% oils, which is always good. And for the perfumer, unfortunately, that is going to be unknown, which is most of the time the case with these Middle Eastern brands. I tried to look into it, but came up short. But whoever you are, you made one heck of a coffee fragrance with Cafe and Cream. But with all the information out of the way, let's go ahead and look at the packaging and presentation you'll get with this fragrance now. So take a look at this box, which I love the color combination going on. Cream, brown, gold, of course, Cafe and Cream, eau de parfum, Fragrance World. Got the logo. On the bottom, you got your barcode and batch code to authenticate product and see when it was produced. On the back, all your information and ingredients made in the UAE. Fragrance World up top. Let's look at the bottle now. So take a look at this bottle, which I think is absolutely beautiful. You got this gold plaque, this white kind of textured side bottle. It is in this oval shape. On the bottom, you got Fragrance World embossed in the glass. Of course, a sticker, nothing on the back. Fragrance World up top, and the cap is plastic, somewhat heavy. Also got FW on top of the atomizer, and it does click into place very securely. Look at that beautiful bottle, guys. In the top, you got that amaretto and coffee. In the mid, you got ice cream, vanilla, and biscuits. And in the base, you got vanilla, brown sugar, and amber. And this would be classified as a sweet gourmand. So let's spray this and test out these atomizers. Honestly, kind of disappointing atomizer. I thought this would have been much better coming from Fragrance World, but hey, it's not the biggest deal, right? So let's go ahead and remind myself of Cafe and Cream, and I'll let you do the first sniff. Yeah, doesn't that smell like you're walking into a coffee shop, guys? Because in the opening, you're gonna get this very boozy, nutty amaretto note, which I think works absolutely flawlessly in this scent profile, mixed together with this very roasted kind of coffee bean note. It is a little bit more on that kind of toasty, roasted kind of coffee vibe, especially in the opening. So think boozy amaretto and roasted coffee beans mixed together, and you're gonna get Cafe and Cream right away. And honestly, I absolutely love this one. I mean, I'm literally transported to a very nice kind of coffee shop. You have all the aromas around you, all the creams, all the coffee beans. And I'm gonna say right now, this isn't just one of the best inexpensive coffee fragrances. This is one of the best coffee fragrances in my entire collection, hands down. And I'm not really sure if this is inspired by anything or if it's an absolute kind of unique creation from Fragrance World, because of course they do have inspiration fragrances and they also have some kind of twist, some kind of unique fragrances. So I'm not really sure about this. However, though, it doesn't smell like anything in my personal collection, and I do have around 700 to 800 bottles. Now, as we start transitioning into the mid, it is becoming way sweeter, guys. You have that vanilla ice cream, so it starts to become a little bit creamier, much sweeter, almost like a kind of vanilla latte with a very kind of gourmand biscuit note, which is so unique, so different. Think maybe sipping on a vanilla latte, eating a biscuit. That's the vibe that this one starts to dry down into. And of course, we can't forget about that boozy amaretto note, which I don't think many coffee shops have booze, but this one right here definitely does. And then finally, once you make your way into the base, which does take some time, it becomes even more sweet, even more creamy, guys. You're gonna get a burst of vanilla in the dry down. Very creamy, kind of warm, slightly spicy vanilla mixed together with a dose of this brown sugar just kind of sprinkled on top of everything in the entire scent profile. So it pretty much opens up boozy with roasted coffee beans, starts to dry down into this kind of vanilla ice cream, gourmand, delicious biscuit note, kind of like a vanilla latte with a base of vanilla and brown sugar. So if you're in the market for any kind of coffee fragrance that smells like a coffee shop, Cafe and Cream might be one of the best bets, and plus it's not gonna break the bank at all. So for the best seasons to rock Cafe and Cream when you guys get a bottle of this one is primarily going to be the fall and winter time, which this one is absolutely perfect for, guys. Like I said earlier, this smells like fall in a bottle. Going to a coffee shop, you have the leaves on the ground, going for a nice kind of walk when it's a little crisp outside. Yeah, absolutely for the colder weather. And if I had to pick one season, without a doubt, the fall time. Not something you want to wear in the spring and summer at all. Unless you're just like a coffee addict and you love coffee so much, you drink like 2 pots of coffee a day, then this might be like a signature scent for you. But for me, fall and winter strictly. Occasion now, this is definitely a casual fragrance. There's nothing really classy, sophisticated, or formal about it. Not something I would want to wear to a very fancy event, or maybe like a nice dinner date in the evening being romantic. This is going to like the coffee shop in the morning, go for a walk, maybe like a coffee date in the morning as well, or like a lunch date, then this one will work absolutely perfect for, guys. Just your go-to cafe type of fragrance. Whenever you're wearing maybe like jeans, a nice kind of hoodie like I got on right now would absolutely be the best attire to rock something like this. For a gender now, this is without a doubt a very unisex fragrance. Both a man and a woman are able to enjoy Cafe and Cream without even questioning it. One of the most unique fragrances I've tried recently. So ladies and gentlemen, if you just want a coffee fragrance, you can go with Cafe and Cream and not have to think about it. Which I know sometimes when it comes to a scent profile like this, it usually may lean a little bit more feminine, but I do think that boozy, amaretto, and the roasted coffee beans make it very, very much unisex. Plus, I think Fragrance World actually categorizes as unisex as well, which is very true. For age groups now, it is very versatile, both youthful and mature. It does not matter how old you are. Everybody can, of course, enjoy coffee and the aroma that it gives off. So I can see somebody in like late teens, early 20s, and like 30s, 40s, and up absolutely enjoying Cafe and Cream, which is nice to have a fragrance that's very versatile for all age groups, which I mean, all fragrances are, but of course, sometimes things lean mature, sometimes things lean very youthful and playful. This one, however, is going to be across the board, all ages to enjoy. So wrapping the review off, talking on the performance you guys should expect to get from this one. Now for my testing, it is going to be an eau de parfum, which I did get about average from, which means on skin, I got upwards to 8 hours of longevity. I wish maybe it would have lasted a little bit longer, but still guys, 8 hours is no slouch. I know we're spoiled with very beast mode, all day 12+ hour fragrances, but of course not everything's gonna perform like that. And for an EDP, I usually kind of expect at least 8 hours, so I did get what I was expecting from it. So not something you're gonna have to reapply like midway through the day or anything along those lines. Plus, if you spray your clothes, you'll probably get an hour, 2, 3, 4 hours extra on top of the 8. So for me personally, usually I like to do a mixture of both on skin and on clothes when I can. You just pretty much get the best of both worlds, am I right? And when it comes to projection as well, I did get about moderate projection for the first few hours. Believe me, people are going to smell you. People are probably going to track you down because you're going to smell so delicious and like a coffee shop, which means it will project about an arm's length of distance for the first few hours. After that though, it does sit a little bit closer to the skin in kind of like an intimate scent bubble. But yeah, for the first few hours, you're going to get attention. You're going to get a ton of compliments from it. I already know it. Because who doesn't love the smell of coffee, right? And if you don't, drop a comment down below because I need to know who you are. Coffee is probably one of my favorite aromas in the world. I love making coffee in the morning, just taking it in, the aroma coming off of the cup of coffee, and just sitting in like a nice coffee shop, you have all the aromas around you. That's one of my favorite things. But now I don't actually have to be sitting in a coffee shop to get that vibe. I can be sitting in my home with this and get the same exact aroma. So about average is down the board with around 8 hours of longevity on skin, and about moderate projection is where you're gonna get with Cafe and Cream, at least for me. So that's gonna do it for my review of one of my new favorite coffee fragrances in my entire collection. If you have any coffee fragrances in your collection, which one is your favorite? Drop a comment down below. And if you're thinking about picking up Cafe and Cream as well. So besides that though, leave a like on the video, subscribe below if you haven't already, because what are you doing, bro? I got you with daily fragrance content, and of course, I'll see all of you back here tomorrow. Take care, everybody.